Hey everyone, Colin Sabrin here, looking to chat about everyone's favorite stock these days, Gamestop. I got my hair cut last night and my barber was telling me that it's been the talk of the shop for the last 3 days. Had a few clients emailing me, texting me about it, saying what's going on with this. So I figured I'd put together a video, kind of explain to you guys what in the world is happening with this stock, why it's going up, why it's going down, and sort of like what you can do or what you shouldn't do, I guess, with this company. So let's start by going over like a little bit of a timeline here, and we can kind of see how in the world we got to this point. So let's take a look at the stock price here. All right, so this is GameStop's share price here, and this is this past month. So at the start of the month, basically it was trading for $20 per share. Okay, and then in early January, some e-commerce veterans got appointed to GameStop's board. So some people saw this as a positive. GameStop sells video games out of a storefront, which is kind of a outdated model now because most people can just download their games right off their consoles. They don't have to go and buy the physical game. So some people thought that this e-commerce, these new e-commerce people that were now joining the board might be able to turn this company around. So the stock took a little bit of a bump here. So it went from $20 to $30, $40. After that, there were some hedge funds on Wall Street that had shorted the stock. Okay, so they came out and said the share price is ridiculous. People are complete suckers that are buying this company for $40 a share. It is not even close to what, it's not worth, not even near that price. And then the retail investors, being stoked by the Reddit thread called Wall Street Bets, basically jumped in and stormed in and just made this stock start to take off. So here they are, they jumped in with the hopes that they would be able to create a short squeeze. All right, and well, again, here you can see that the short squeeze did happen and the stock price took off and it ended on Friday here at $325 per share. So just 3 weeks ago, it was worth $20 a share. Now it's worth $325. So what the heck's going on here? So let's talk about Wall Street Bets first. So here's the Reddit thread that everyone's talking about. Basically, it's a message board where people can just post comments, and basically this is where all the action has started, and this is where people are getting stoked to go and buy the GME stock. So just looking through this here, you'll see some stuff like this, these little pictures here. So what this means is, obviously this is the stock price, GME. We're not leaving. So people on this Reddit page are saying they're going to hold on forever. So that's what this means. This means diamond hands. So diamond hands never sell. They hold on forever. And then we have a rocket ship here because this stock is going to the moon. So that's what these people are saying. So you'll see comments like this, diamond hands all over the place. People are just like rocket ships. You have it's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of funny reading these comments here, but here's a rocket ship, here's diamond hands. So you have all these different people commenting on here, basically supporting each other and trying to move this stock up. We also have this YOLO that's trending on here. So here's another one. My dad's friend said, I'm going to crash the economy. I told him I'm going to pay off my truck and credit card, YOLO. So what YOLO means is you only live once. So people are doing, what they're saying on here is like they're YOLOing, which means that they're literally putting their life savings into this stock. And the theory behind that is, well, you only live once. So this is the Reddit site that people are talking about. This is where people again are stoking this bubble, for lack of a better word. So if you go back to the price here, as you can see, it's taken off. And one of the big reasons that this took off is because of the short squeeze. So let me explain to you what a short squeeze is, and then you can kind of understand what they're trying to do, what's happening, what they're trying to do here. All right, so here is, all right, so here's just, well, let's say this is GME stock, so GameStop stock. So what short sellers try to do is borrow shares, sell them today with the hopes that they're gonna go down in value, and then they'll buy back lower. Okay, so you sell shares today and you buy them lower, and basically you've pocketed the difference. Okay, now this is a risky strategy because if the shares continue to rise, if you borrowed, let's just use GameStop for example, if you borrowed 1 million shares and sold them for $20 at the start of January, and now the share price is worth 500, you're going to have to come up with $500 million because you have to buy your shares back eventually. So it's risky because if the price continues to go up, your losses are in theory infinite. So eventually you got to buy it back because you just can't sustain this many losses. That's why some hedge funds have taken massive losses on this, because they shorted the stock at a low price and it's continued to rise and they had to buy it back. So all these companies that have shorted, all these hedge funds that have shorted the stock, when they have to start buying it back because the stock price is just taken off, that's when something called a short squeeze happens. So because everyone's trying to buy it back in, the stock value just takes off. Okay, so that's what's happened here recently. The stock price has just gone up like a rocket ship, I guess, to use Wall Street bets analogies. So now, now the stock is fluctuating around $325. So you think that, okay, well, these people made their money. Why are they still buying? Well, these same short sellers, I shouldn't say all of them, but some of them that were forced to close out their positions have now started shorting the stock again. Okay, so now they're shorting it at $300 with the expectation that it's going to crash eventually, and then they'll make all this profit. Now, the people on the Wall Street Bets Reddit are saying, hey, let's get another short squeeze to happen, because if they can keep pumping up this price, eventually, again, these people that shorted the stock at $300 are going to have to buy it back in, and then it's going to take off again. So it's become a complete bubble at this point. GME is not worth $325 per share at all. This is completely speculation, and it's basically a battle between the retail investors and the hedge funds that are shorting this stock, and whoever's going to flinch first is basically the one that's going to take a lot of damage. So the hedge funds flinched first by having to do their short squeeze and having to buy back in, but they've come back in with another short. So now again, these people are trying to push up the stock price, forcing another short squeeze so they can again make some money on the way up. So as a client, what should you do? There's nothing really to do. We don't invest in GameStop stock. We only buy the biggest and the biggest companies in the world. We're not investing in GameStop, that's for sure. So does this affect you? Not really. This is such a small. Well, this is one stock. Now, from a market perspective, there might be some changes after this after the storm passes here, because the regulators might say, oh, this is ridiculous, we can't have this happening. So it might affect the markets over time, but as of today, not necessarily. So what should you do? Basically, I would just sit back and watch the battle of David versus Goliath here. There's this is completely speculating at this point. So this is not called investing, this is called speculating. So I wouldn't touch this with 10-foot pole. Just watch it. I guess enjoy it, because there's nothing that you can do, and we'll see how this ends. Some people are going to make a lot of money, and some people are going to lose a lot of money. So it'll be very interesting to see how this ends. Hopefully this answers some of your questions. Hopefully it clarifies a few things for you guys. If you have anything that you want to bounce off me, or if you have any questions about your portfolio, feel free to give me a shout. I'm happy to discuss. So have a great day.